Hello Internet, welcome back to our Magiclysm Druid playthrough. In the last episode we did stuff, and I don't remember what we did because it was almost a week ago. And we are going to continue doing stuff. Actually, I think to break up some of the monotony of looting the lab, because we've been doing that for... it's been multiple episodes now, including the previous lab that we looted. We've been spending a lot of time in labs, and labs are fun and exciting and can have really good stuff in them. For instance, we found all those rounds for our battle rifle, but I think we're going to take a break. We're going to focus in on some other things just to break up the monotony of that gameplay. Maybe we'll read. I kind of want to build a telescopic cantilever and get that battery out of our car. We have, where is mechanics is, where is mechanics? I'm blind. Driving is not helpful. Mechanics is 1. We need definitely higher than 1 in order to make telescopic cantilever. Also because we don't have a welder and we have very limited batteries, we really want to be boosting electronics. We can't do extensive work on the car. If we do extensive work on the car, we're going to burn through all of our batteries. We do have batteries. We do have medium batteries because we found every type of battery. We have a medium battery. So if we make that telescopic cantilever, that's basically it. Once we weld that on to the frame, that's going to be all of our battery charge, basically. Not good. We don't need... Where's the storage batteries? Let's look... Solar panels, no. Where are the storage batteries? Up here, I guess. Storage battery, 0 of 4,000. So that's the one we want to remove. What do we need to remove it? Tool with lifting 1 or strength 20. Well, I am pretty strong. Not strength 20, though. We're unfortunately down to 11%. So this is something I said in a previous episode, but I actually was corrected on Discord recently. I said that because it spreads battery charge... It will try to charge this one first because it wants to spread them evenly. It wants to even out the batteries. It will go lowest charge first. Turns out that's not actually true. Another simulacrum said they spawn evenly. So I assume that means that currently we're getting plus 50W. I think that means 25 are going into this and 25 are going into this. So effectively we are wasting half of our incoming battery charge. Now 50W is laughable. It's tiny, right? Our solar vehicle in the last playthrough was like plus 1,000 just for solar panels. So this is really, really bad, and we really need every single bit of charge that we can get. So I really want to get this battery out of here because it's leaking charge. It's taking away half of our income, basically. So we want to remove that, but that requires a crane, and we can build a telescopic cantilever, but we will need higher mechanics and possibly higher fab. So let's just scroll down until we find our books. I know we have mechanics books. It's just a question of whether we have mechanics books that will take us high enough. Are they not in this pile? Are they in a different pile? They're in a different pile. We put them over here, I think. No. Put them with our medicine. Because knowledge is medicine. Under the hood we'll take... I feel like we have other mechanics books. We have none of them jumping out at me. I thought we had another just under the hood, huh? Under the hood will take us to 3, which is good, but is not good enough. Man, I thought we had like one of those internal combustion principle. No. See, I have to actually read the names, unfortunately. Computer world. Also about the martial arts, people basically told me you basically have a flat chance, 1 in X chance of learning it every time that you train based on the difficulty. So someone said ninjutsu is like 1 in 20 something, and then the beautiful sunset or whatever it was called is like 1 in 30 something chance per train. There is no hidden experience bar or anything like that. It's just a flat, you learn it or you don't. So we maybe at some point when we, kind of run out of things to read, maybe we'll focus in on that. Currently, though, beautiful springtime is what I was thinking of. Currently, though, it's not a real priority. Man, I can't believe... We'll check in here. I could swear we had a more advanced mechanics book. We did pick some up in this lab, but not really very many. Literally 1. Necromantic Minions for Dummies. That's right. Okay, here's some books. No, no, no. No, no, no. Augmentative tech review. No. That's, I don't know, electronics, I guess. So that really sucks. We actually can't train our mechanics very high. I think you need like a 4 for the telescopic. We'll read it anyway because it doesn't really matter. We need to read. What is our minus 40? Our focus is at 91. So if we're able to curb the negative from raining, we actually might be able to maintain our health a little bit. Our focus, I mean, a little bit. But that would require us to eat something pleasing. Cracklins plus 4 is just super bad. Like 4 is not a very high morale boost. Of course, we can go back out into the rain and look through our actual pile of food here. We do have liquor somewhere, but we are turgid, so I'm a little hesitant to drink anything. Let's look at the joy column. Plus 7, plus 12 down here. And we'll take something else as well just so it stacks. A little bit of chocolate. And then we will have a shot of alcohol, I guess. We're full and turgid. Great. So that should help our focus maintain a little bit. Where are we? We are in a bright lit area, so we will read. Yeah, some other corrections. I commented about the turrets spawning out of position. Again, another simulacrum has pointed out that that's actually no longer the case. That was fixed. I don't know what version I'm on. Plus, this lab has already been generated. I have Z levels on, so we're in the area. It's probably been generated already. I'm not sure how that works with multiple floors, but we're probably still going to keep an eye out in fear that there might be... We're just draining focus. Well, we're very hungry now. Why are we... No morale penalties. Why are we draining so much? And why are we very hungry? We do have fast metabolism, but haven't we eaten like pounds and pounds of meat over the last couple of days? Okay, well, let's start a fire, and we will make some more of this meat. Where's our lighter? Running out of lighter. Okay, chunk of fat cooked. Oh, we've already cooked all the meat. Well, that was a waste of time. I guess we'll make cracklins while we're here, I guess. And we'll eat a ton of calories again. We do have the fast metabolism, which means we require more food than the average player. Cracklins, we don't have food cooking. We left our pot outside, but we're going to get wet by going out there. That's fine. We'll take another shot of liquor just to get a little boost. This will probably take us to engorged. Just a little snacky chocolate bar and some Chardonnay. Depressants, disinfected, yeah, I don't care about that. Tipsy, did we take... Okay, we're lightweight, but we're not easily addicted. Straight to your head, you suffer the negative effects of these for longer. That's okay. Why else did we come out here? We need a pot. Pot would be in the tool pile. Pot. 1 pot, please. And we will go make some cracklins, because why not? We're already here. We'll make some cracklins. 10 minutes. Okay. No time save on this one. Apparently. That's unfortunate. You know, I really hate stuff like this because like a chunk of fat, right? We're making it in a pot. If a chunk of fat takes 10 minutes and we're making it in a pot, it would all just take 10 minutes because it's in the same pot. But there's actually no batch saving for this, and I don't know why some things have a batch saving and others don't. Should have pulled a table over here. That would have helped a little bit with our crafting. Can't train our cooking beyond 2. That's okay. Cooking is not a priority to me at the moment. It can be a little frustrating to try to cook things and fail, but it's not something I'm super worried about. Please finish cooking. Thank you. We had a couple cracklins. I shouldn't have drank because we were coming back to cook, and we should have done that before we read. We had a couple cracklins just because. We should have eaten meat, actually, because it's going to go bad. Our arms are full of something. I guess those are cracklins. Doesn't look like cracklins. Looks like bacon. But okay. Oh, 70 Wait a minute. Cracklins? 7 portions per chunk of fat. That's absurd. It wasn't that before. It was 1-to-1. So that must have been a recent update. Because you'll see these previous cracklins, we had like 10 chunks of flesh or whatever, and we made them into cracklins. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. also known as pork rind or chicharrones. Yep. I'm not a big... Actually, I thought pork rind was animal skin. I thought pork rinds were pork skin. Fat and skin that have been fried. Okay. Well, I take your word for it. I don't care. Who cares? My brother eats chicharrones. I'm not a big fan. It's basically like eating styrofoam, in my opinion. Salty, meaty styrofoam. Which might sound delicious to you, but it doesn't really appeal to me. Too dark to read. We really don't want to spend a ton of our wood. We did explore the floor. We could gather up more wood. Why don't we do that? Just because. Pull out our crowbar. I also commented in one of the last episodes that there was an ammo belt that fired 7.62. It was a 7.62 ammo belt, but it had been loaded with 308s, and I asked on the Discord about that as well. Apparently, they are an interchangeable ammo types like 223 and 556. I didn't know that, and I think I commented on it at the time, like, why is this? We'll put this on this pile so that it automatically will sort out the non-firewood stuff. This is a little bit more wood. Actually, not very much. Go ahead, and we will read by firelight until we get tired and decide to go to bed. Do not stand on the fire, on the wood pile, and we will continue reading. We should finish this in a second, and we will level up to level 2 mechanics. That's right, I took slow reader. Kind of regretting that, noticing how slowly we are reading. We read at 663. The baseline is 600. So we're reading about, I can't do math, 1/10, 10% longer than the average person. Actually doesn't sound that bad, but it feels really slow. We're also deaf. Please take off your earbuds because I keep forgetting earplugs. Because I keep forgetting, and then we're deaf and we won't hear things if they come to murder us. So I think... can we look at the will it even show up? Requires mechanics 2, fab 2, metal sawing we have, glare protection we can get. Requires a welder, 50 charges, 75 charges from the makeshift. Not great. That will put us down to 425 charges in the welder. Installing it will require some charge. The frame itself will not require charge. The first one does not require a charge. We would need a frame, however. We could make a wooden frame. Can you install it on a wooden frame is the question. Let's look at the crane again. Really? Telescopic. Cantilever, not a crane. We need pipes and wires, which are available downstairs. We need to make a welder. Where can we get electronic components? From here. Consoles. There are consoles. So first, are we wielding the crowbar? We are. Let's smash through here. We're going to want a path through here at some point anyway. Oh, I'm so bad at smashing things. And I hate generators. Let's go upstairs to wait and catch our breath because I don't want to get hit by stupid electricity. And we will smash the poles as well, and we will haul all this stuff. Leave me alone, electricity. We'll haul all this stuff back here. I don't know if that's actually enough wires or not. Cantilever. We do have enough. We need to make the welder. We're going to need to pull heating elements out of something, but we can get a lot of this material. Do we have a hammer and screwdriver? We do. We can go ahead and drop the pot here as well. And we're going to favorite the pickaxe so I don't keep dropping it when I would rather carry it with me. We can take everything else downstairs with us. We'll go back to wielding the rebar for the moment as a little bit of added protection. Yeah, we'll head down here. Oh, we can't deconstruct in the dark. Can you haul these? Of course not. So we're just going to smash them. That's unfortunate. Maybe we'll find some that are lit up, but I highly doubt it. Because once you would start, if the console is producing light and we start to deconstruct the console, I believe it converts the console into a deconstruction project. And then once that happened, we would lose the light, so we wouldn't be able to continue deconstructing. So we will wield the crowbar again, and we will simply smash this console which is really kind of disappointing. Wow, garbage. Why is there so few? Okay, maybe it's because we don't go in there. That's where the spider is. Maybe the last time I did this, I was deconstructing, because this is nothing. We got so much more last time I did something like that. So I gotta assume that's because I did not deconstruct. Is there anything on this floor? No, we can't deconstruct anything up here. The fridge would have some stuff, but nothing I really need. We'll pull it over here just because I don't know exactly what you get out of a fridge, and it might have some valuable stuff. No, pull, yes, pull this way. Okay, try to keep it behind us if we can. It's a lot easier to move that way. Just to pull it behind us and have it follow us. Oh, because we can't drag it across a pit. So, okay. Well, that was a waste of time. We have a fridge here now. That's great. Waste of my time. Let's... what do you need for a welder? Welding. I can't even make the makeshift welder. You're telling me that my guy has enough expertise to make a makeshift crane that can lift an engine out of a car, but I don't have the ability. I mean, I guess it's just a lever. Probably we don't have electronics. No, we do have electronics, though. Electronics, too, is not terrible. Why can't I make this stupid welder? I just... wait a minute. I don't have the recipe, is the thing. Why don't we... We haven't done this yet. What we should do is read every book just to get access to the recipes inside of them. Even if we can't... Do not step in the fire. Even if we can't actually read the book proper, we can get access to... Oh, it's eating inputs again. Stop doing that. We can get access to their recipes just to see what they are. Go ahead and read everything. This will also tell us which books are available for us to read at our current skill level. Just because it's good to know that instead of trying to search through and find something. That's a lot easier to just press the R button, and here we have all that information right in front of us, which is really, really handy. We'll do this with the books in our car as well. I think we'll bring all of them inside. Eskrima, Robots for Fun and Profit, Swords of the Samurai. Yep, not much going on with me. I started recording some Tome, which is another roguelike. It's also free if you're interested, but you can buy it on Steam or GOG if you want to support the developer. Oh, stupid hiccups. Yeah, if you want to support the developer, you can do so, but it is available for free on the internet. It's a fun little game. I think it was based on Angband originally, as a fork of Angband. I just, needed to expand what I'm doing on the channel, and I couldn't really think of anything else to do, so I just thought, well, grab a new roguelike that you haven't played yet, and just go with it. And so that's what I'm doing. And I'm really bad, and the commentary is really bad because I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm mostly having fun with it, so it's not that big of a deal. We should have dropped... Did we drop everything before we... I don't think we did. Let's drop some of this crap that we've already read. Anything that's not read has been read already. Drop all that, that. Oh, okay. I think it's everything, and we will read what we have left. Bayonet Manual, Succeed in Business. Yeah, I don't know. It's fun. It's something roguelikes are so tricky, right? Because it actually takes some time and investment in order to get good at a roguelike. Like, anybody can pick up, I don't know, what's a popular... Anybody can pick up, like, Assassin's Creed and be good at it. It's not a hard game. It's kind of built for the masses. It's intended to be kind of easy enough and easily digested, easy to learn, that kind of stuff. But it's a lot harder to pick up a roguelike and actually do something with it, We'll just bring all of our books inside. That way we can get a look at what we don't need to carry back with us and what we have duplicates of, things like that. So we'll just drag all this in here, and we will drop, honestly, more than we're keeping. So we'll do it this way. Okay, and then we will read these books as well. Again, I don't know if any of these have the welder recipe in them, but it's worth it to get these things lined up here. And again, just trying to break up some of the monotony of doing things in the lab. So, do we have the makeshift welder? Wow, we have a lot of makeshift. Let's look for welder. We do not. Out of all those books, no makeshift welder. the real question is, do we just not have access to the recipe, or do we just not have the skills? I feel like it would be in Under the Hood. Let's read Under the Hood. Storage batteries, medium storage batteries, mini freezer, mini fridge, cooler, makeshift jack. So it's not in there. But we can extrapolate. If we look at it, we can. Okay, so storage battery. We can't actually learn this recipe at our current level from this book. So is it showing up in our crafting recipes? Get out of this menu. Oh my god. Storage. They are showing up in here even though we don't have the skills. So none of these books do have the welder. That sucks. Actually, no, they're showing up because we can learn them from What's a Transistor. Yeah, there we have the ability to learn them. So that's why they're showing up. Electric backpack. Where the hell do you get a makeshift welder recipe? Hold on. Okay, well, the internet says it's in Under the Hood. I must have missed it. Folding makeshift welder. Yep, right in front of me. Split on 2 lines. I am dumb. It requires mechanics skill of 3 to learn it from this book. So all we have to do is read Under the Hood until we level to level 3. So we have to put off building the crane for a little while. Go ahead and eat our cooked meat. And since we're going to be reading, we'll eat some cracklins as well. I can't believe they come in such high freaking quantities. We'll go out here, we'll drink some stuff that will give us a mood boost to raise our focus. Although our character will be tired soon. No, don't read, eat please. We will eat perishable beverages. Give some joy, we'll drink some OJ. And then we'll take a shot of... Oh, we're out of Chardonnay? Oh no, we have some Chardonnay. And that should put us in a good enough mood that we will be a lot of positive. Focus trends towards 132. Well, great. So we will come over to the fire and we will read this until we level our mechanics again. Or we get tired, more likely is what will happen. Drop our plank in the brazier. Yeah, roguelikes are just such an intensive learning process. Like when I picked up Cataclysm, I found Cataclysm couple years ago at this point, and I had found it, I guess, through Rogue Basin. I'm not sure where exactly I found it, but picked up the free version, which at that point I think was Cooper, the Stable C, which was released several years ago at this point, I believe. And I tried to play it, but I had the ASCII version, so like right off the bat, it was hard for me to look at. I prefer games with tile sets. And I just didn't feel like I had the time to devote to learn a new roguelike. And I expected it to be extremely hard. Like, okay, don't laugh at me. I've been playing NetHack since I was like 6. And I've never beaten that game. Not ever. I've never even come close to beating that game. I've made it to the castle a couple times in NetHack. And that's like as far as I've ever gotten. Because every time... it just becomes this thing of like you have to have all this game knowledge that I don't have. Like when I was a kid, you pick up a kobold corpse. Are they the ones that are poisonous? And you eat it and you die. And it's like there's nothing you could have done about it. How was I supposed to know they were poisonous? There's no information that tells me they're poisonous. It's literally you just have to know. And as I got older, I got better and better, and I would play Slash 'em, which was a lot of fun. But I've never beaten that game. I haven't really tried in a long time, if I'm being honest. But like, I was an adult at some point playing that game, and I just couldn't beat it. You have to know everything, and I hated it. NetHack is fun, but like I don't have the time and energy to devote to learning every item in the game and exactly how it works with different things and what the prices are in the shop and how to most optimally recharge wands. It's a huge ordeal to learn that game enough to actually beat it. Angband is a lot easier to swallow. It's a lot more straightforward. It's a little more grindy. You spend a lot of time, in my experience, going through the same levels over and over and over. But then like halfway through that game, there's this huge difficulty spike where even if you're at max level, even if you have good equipment, it's really hard to get all the way down to the bottom and kill the final boss. And so when I picked up Cataclysm, I was like, man, I don't have time for this. I can't learn everything. And the only reason that I am playing this game right now is because Vormithrax made a bunch of videos. You know, it was like 6 months later, I happened to see a reference to Cataclysm again. And I was like, man, a zombie game in a style of a roguelike sounds like exactly what I want. You know, I was even toying with the idea of trying to code my own version of exactly this game. And I was like, man, I'll give it a try. I'll go to YouTube and see if anyone put like a beginner's guide. And that's when I learned, you know, it has a tile set. Vormithrax makes excellent tutorial content. You know, it wasn't a game that required tons and tons of time to get good at. I played for, you know, like 3 or 4 days in a row and kind of got a handle on how to, you know, how to boil water, how to eat food, how to not freeze to death. And it really grew on me. I became addicted really quickly to like the survival aspects. And now that I've played so much, it's hardly relevant. Like now that I look back, I'm like, how was I struggling to find water? It's the easiest thing, and you know. But when you're new, and I honestly, it just didn't take that much time to get pretty good at Cataclysm. Like I'm not great at Cataclysm. I'm not trying to toot my own horn or make you think that I'm good at this game. I'm really not. I'm probably better than the average person who picks it up, but mostly I just love it. You know, it's such a great game. It has a really dedicated development team, and anyone can contribute, and I really appreciate open source things, and it's freaking free, you know, and it's just a huge, I just love it. I love everything about Cataclysm. So learning Tome is like, you know, I feel like it's going to be a time investment, and I don't know how much I love it yet. So I don't know. It hasn't grabbed me the way that Cataclysm grabbed me. We need heating elements. There are not going to be heating elements in the fridge, but we probably have some leftover electronics that are duplicates that we could pull heating elements from. No microscopes. How many soldering irons? We have 2 soldering irons. Pretty sure this has a heating element in it. It has to, right? It makes sense to have. Yeah, it does. So we could disassemble a soldering iron and just keep our eyes open for more in the lab. So it looks like we're not currently capable of making the telescopic cantilever because it requires a welder. Now we could find a welder in the lab. They're also pretty commonly finding things like the heating element or the soldering iron. So it's not like it's impossible for us to find materials, but that whole plan is actually going to rely very much on RNG, which I'm not a fan of. Are there any that we picked up since we've been here? No. Some solder though, which is nice. Any electronics here that we maybe can disassemble that we have other pieces for, or that we have duplicate items of. Found some spider serum. We probably ought to take some more mutagen just for the sake of taking it. Even though I hate the mutation stuff, it's just, you don't control mutation, you know. I doubt there's a heating element in a vibrator, although wouldn't that be fun? Same thing with like these microscopes. They're not going to have heating elements in them. Chemistry set probably would, but we would get more value out of it as an actual chemistry set. And then here's all the ammo and stuff. Yeah, haven't found a lot of tools actually for that. A lot of electronics, I mean. When did we pick up? Oh, from the soldering iron. We can go ahead and drop that battery as well. I'm just hesitant to go right back to looting. I would like to spend a little bit more time skilling up, especially because we have all this perishable meat product. We might as well use it and just pass some time. So we'll work electronics next, because the sooner we get to the recharging station and things, the better. Where was the other advanced electronics? And then there may be more here, like I think this is electronics. Yeah, but that's once we raise things up, which is what advanced electronics will do for us. So for now, we will just read. Actually, we're going to call the episode here. We're a little over time. So for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. In the next episode, we'll continue reading, and I'll try to come up with something to talk about. If you enjoyed the episode, maybe consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I, of course, will be back with more Cataclysm content every single day of the week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.